Hey everybody, this is Gabe, the French Canadian gamer, and today I will be playing one of my favorite games of all time, which would be Dragon Quest Builders 2. So this game came out like a couple of years ago. I think that was in 2018 or something. I could be wrong, but I've been playing this game like a madman. I think I've clocked over 1,000 hours on my Nintendo Switch. I played it as well on my Steam Deck, even though it's unverified. It is still working. The only thing that is not going to be working is the online playing. But I'm not an online playing gamer, so playing the game all by itself is working very well. Just adjust the sound that's in my ears a bit too loud. Alright, so this is a building game that is based upon the Dragon Quest series. So for anyone that has never played the Dragon Quest game, it's a JRPG, one of the first of its kind. First started in 1986, if my memory serves me right. Older than Final Fantasy. That would be the father of Final Fantasy. From the company Enix first. So that was way before Square and Enix merged together. Enix made Dragon Quest it was on the NES or the Famicom back then, and it was revolutionary at that time. So it would be only normal for them to for another company like Square to try and do their own game. So this is how it started. They did Dragon Quest Builder, the first one. It was on the PS Vita and then on the Nintendo Switch. It was good, but then again they did the second one, the one we will be playing today, and it was much better. Not only in terms of story, but also in terms of gameplay. So we'll start a new game. As you can see, these slots, they're quite old, and I've played them like not so long ago. I mean, I've played this one like in June, and I have like many other save slots on my Nintendo Switch. I'm just going to erase the oldest one. That would be this one, yeah. Hair, I kind of like bluish hair, but like this one, yeah. Eyes, yeah, let's go with that. And I'm gonna be using the name I always use when I'm playing games, which would be Dumming. And for those asking why Dumming, it's the Chinese name that my teacher gave me when I was doing Mandarin school. So yeah, she called me Dumming, not Dummy. Duh, Ming. Anyway, not that it's very relevant, but I'm still giving like background story on why I'm using that name. I'm just going through some of the settings there. The binoculars cursor speed, we're not there yet. That's that's something we're gonna get like after the story. When we're done with the story, we can get the binoculars, which is a tool that will allow us to build much faster. Not that I'm a good builder, but it helps a lot. Yeah. Graphics setting. Full screen. Yeah. Frame, of course. Frame rate, that would be 60, because it doesn't go any higher than 60. So confirm. I will be using the Nintendo layout for this. Only because I've played so many hours on the Nintendo Switch that my hands just can't learn like another layout. I'm more used to it, even though I'm still using like the 8-bit though Ultimate controller that has the Xbox type of layout. I will still be using the Nintendo layout. So A as B, X as Y, and so on. Venture forth, my children, and destroy all before you. Thus decreed the great and glorious High Priest Argon, and lo, his minions of mayhem did march out rank upon rank to ravage the land and strike fear into human hearts. Our unholy father then gave up his mortal form so that Malroth, the master of destruction, might be reborn and the world be consumed by catastrophe. Alas, mighty Malroth was defeated at the hands of the despicable spawn of Erdrick before Argon's glorious vision could be brought to life. So this is they're just like telling the story of Dragon Quest II for those who never played it. You don't have to have played Dragon Quest II to play Dragon Quest Builders 2. It just helps with context and the lore, but you don't have to. The moon has waxed and waned, is that wane or waned? Many times since that fateful day. Now peace reigns supreme, and our order has been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what does a monster do when backed into a corner? It bites, I say. We must do everything and anything within our power to bring this world to ruin. Huzzah, huzzah, all hail Argon. Praise be to Malroth. O hellish Father, hear our prayer. Deliver us from this world of oblivion. Lead us ever onwards as we build your dominion of darkness together. Dragon Quest Builders 2. The title of that magnificent game. You are the hero who will save this world. Arise, my child, your destiny awaits. You see these characters, they're usually making like jokes or like mention to their states. Saying like this guy is a skeleton, and he's saying, "I was only ribbing you, my child. You're no hero, I know that much. You're one of them builders, right? Yeah. You wanna watch that mouth of yours, boy? Telling the truth might land you with more than you bargained for. Still, at least you're not a master builder. You might only be just an apprentice, but that'll do. I have actually got just the job for a lad like you. Once you've wiped the sleep from your sockets, come and meet me up on deck." Alright, so this part serves as a tutorial to the game. It only shows you like where you can put stuff and you know, just basic moves. Like right now it's telling you how to eat. So each and every time you see like an exclamation mark, a orange one on top of a character, it means that you have to go and talk to them. So this one is great. It means that we talked to them first, and then they gave us a direction, which I didn't read. Go and talk to the 5 monsters standing in a circle over there by the mast. Once you've heard what they've got to say, report back to me. Alright, so you can see also they have a orange or red point on their head. "Hello, Gooman. We're the last surviving members of the Children of Argoon, the one that didn't get squished. We're gooing to bring this world to its knees, all in the name of the great and glorious High Priest." What's with all this slurping? I'm just salivating at the prospect of squashing you goomans once and for all. So this one has a lisps, and I'm not going to read it aloud because this one speaks like that. Mr. Builder. That must be because his tongue is like always on the outside of his mouth. So all of the character designs that you see there are based off of the work of Akira Toriyama, the writer and drawer, can we say that, of the famous Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, that is all from Akira Toriyama, or just Akira Toriyama in English, which just the accent actually. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you could already see it by the look of it. If you're if you're a Dragon Ball enthusiast, I'm pretty sure you noticed the resemblance, like the hair. He looks like, if I had him blonde, he would look like a Super Saiyan. Listen up, builder. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars, or worse, you'll do as I say. So here's the deal. Last night's storm messed up my ship good and proper. I want you to make things ship-shape around here again. To start with, I want you to break up all of the driftwood, Storm about the deck and bring me the wood when you're done. Go on, chop chop. So we're just going to punch them because we only have like our hands. We have nothing else. We don't have any tools or weapons. Again, with the orange red like dot on top of the things we have to do. The game is pretty straightforward. What you have to know is that these monsters, they hate everything that has to do with building, but they still use you to get to their means, you know. So they're against building, but only when it befits them. So I don't really need to read what he has to say because, like I said, the game is straightforward. You have like these marks on top of the character's head. So really, like, and if you did not understand what you have to do, they will repeat it like countless times until it gets to your head. So right now, they're telling us place some torches. So I'll just go there, make 5 of these, and they're telling me where they want them. One there, and you can see that like there was a little light telling us that it was exactly where they wanted us to put those items. Light up the deck. Blue and white check mark means I've done just a task and it's completed. Alright, so this one is done, and this one feels like fighting a little bit. He wants us to fight with that one, but he has a sword and we are, you know, our hands are empty. No weapons. So that's not sport. But since we're a builder, we've always got just the idea to make things better. Cypress stick. Yes, you can invent things. Just because he's a builder, he can think of ideas and actually build them. Pretty much what like I do in the real world. I'm a mechanic, and then sometimes in my field of work I have to I'm not gonna say invent, but like make some parts to fit and fix some of the projects that I have in my on my workbench. So this one is done, watching us give a beating to his friend the skeleton. I encourage you guys to at least try the demo of this game. It's the demo is of course free because it's a demo on Steam, on Nintendo Switch, and I'm thinking also on PlayStation 4. So he just gave us gloves. Pick stuff up and plonk it down. what is fun is that you can actually run a little bit with those stuff in your hands. You don't have to just like walk endlessly because sometimes it will take time and we don't have that much time in life. Let's go see our friend the skeleton again. I have to say, I don't like Minecraft games. I'm really not into Minecraft games. I don't know if it's the graphic or the way it works, but I'm not into them. Really, I'm not. But why I got into Dragon Quest Builders, might that be one or two? It's when I bought my Nintendo Switch a couple of years back. What I did is I downloaded just about every demos that were on the eShop at that time, and I fell upon Dragon Quest Builders, the first one. The second one was not out yet, so I downloaded it, and Dragon Quest, it rang a bell inside my head. Couldn't remember why. Later on, I remembered that I had Dragon Quest 9 on my DS. I liked it very much. I did not finish it, but I liked it a lot. So I tried the game. Even though it was a building game, I still tried it. And next thing I know, I had to buy the game. I really had to. I was addicted to it, and that was only the first game. I mean, I'm telling you guys that the second one is much better, but I was addicted to the first one. So when the second one came out, I wasn't sure because they changed a little bit of the mechanic and the way that the characters look. But still, I rented the game. Actually, I did not download the demo because back then the demo was much shorter than it is now. Right now they call it the jumbo demo, I think. But back then the demo was a bit shorter, and I couldn't get a good feel of the game. So I rented the game, and I did not bring it back in time because I was too busy playing with it. So as you can imagine, I got more addicted, even more so than I was with the first one. And I played it like I don't even know how many times. I finished the storyline. I even played with my son Anthony, who has autism, and it was funny seeing him play the game on his own way. Like, he was building things that I could not think of. Like, the game is, I would say, is in a type of medieval time or something, and he was trying to build Dunkin' Donuts and Tim Hortons, and like he said, "Oh, look at that! It's my Chuck E. Cheese." I was like, "Okay, you're thinking it's a Chuck E. Cheese." It did not look like it, but in his head, it was a Chuck E. Cheese. So I was happy with it because I thought the game was really like working his imagination. He would build all of these things, even though they did not look like it. At least he was trying to do it, and he was making his best to build things. And I was impressed because, you know, I was helping him a lot with the storyline, but when he got to the part where he could build alone, I came back one day and found a building that I did not build, and I was like, "Did mommy help you with that?" And my girlfriend, she said, "I don't even know how to play that game." I was like, "Anthony, did you build that?" He said, "Yeah." So I was like, "Huh, you can do it." Well, I watched you and I tried, and I make it work. I was like, you go on, kid, you go on. You go and you build your stuff, and then the more you build, the better you will get. And it works your imagination. It's very important for a kid this age to work their imagination. So I pushed him to play that game, and he really liked it. We spent good hours together playing the game and bonding as a child with. I'm saying my son. He's not my real son. That would be my girlfriend's son, but he does not have a father per se. So it was a really good bonding for him and I around that game, and I appreciate those hours we spent together exploring and building. So this character, we have not met him at this moment. Soon enough, though, we will. Alright, so we washed up on this island. Nothing but our bag, our glove, and our cypress stick. Fortunately, now we can destroy a bunch of things, and that will go inside our bag. Let's run for a bit. Suddenly, the Ming hears a voice. Just gonna open that here to get some of kelp, and just behind these sand blocks is a voice. Isle of Awakening, the land of infinite opportunity. And they really mean it, actually, because at one point in the game you will be able to build an infinite infinite everything you have in your mind you will be able to build. Your name's the Ming, and you're an apprentice builder. Never heard of one of them before. Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, my name's Malroth. Hey, you want to see something really gruesome? Follow me. What's the matter? You're not squeamish, are you? Come on, you won't be disappointed. So let's follow our new friend Malroth. And if you've been paying attention, that should be a name that rings a bell to you. Malroth. So this one has survived the shipwreck, but she's the only one that survived. So only 3 of us survived that shipwreck. And you will soon learn what type of person she is, and you will soon wish you had never met her. She is considered one of the most annoying characters of this game. So that annoying girl is called Lulu. We'll need shelter from the elements while we wait to be rescued. I'd rather not die of exposure before then. The wall must be at least 2 blocks high, and we'll need a door for getting in and out. Why not use this old shack? It's rather worse for wear, but I'm sure you can fix this place up. So she said 2 things that are important for a, a room or a space to be considered an actual room. 2 blocks high and a door. So that's not gonna be hard for the first part. I wish I could destroy them, that would be much easier, but we can't. So we're just gonna use these wooden blocks to fill out the holes in that shack. The only reason why we cannot break them at the moment is because we only have a cypress stick. We have nothing stronger than that, but that will come with time. So we made a room. Lulu is happy and as bothering as ever, and she's just gonna ask us for beds and food and whatnot. Bonfire can be used to cook food. For a bonfire, we need wood and oil. Let's make one. Let's put it in the corner of that room here. And she wants to have scallywinkle. We don't have those at the moment. We will gather some. That is not scallywinkle though, that is kelp. Scallywinkle is a little bit further that way. But such as we're going that way, we will gather some materials on the way, such as wood from all types of objects that can give us wood, and Malroth will help you gather the same material as you've gathered before. So if I'm hitting that one, there's a good chance that no, Mal is not gonna do it because they're too far. I'm gonna try again, like here. See, he went and got some of the dry grass. And Malroth is also very useful as at beating up enemies. He's much stronger than you, and you will see that with time. So this here is Scallywinkle. The Scally or Scallywinkles, I don't know. I've always said Scallywinkle, and I will probably say it until the day I die. So see, there's a meter just like under our character. When I run, that would be our stamina, and it's not very high at this moment. It gets a little bit higher with time. For those playing on PC, there's a way to actually put some cheats, and one of those actually gives you infinite stamina. I have not put no, not that one. I have not put those cheats up at this moment. And right now we're cooking something, we don't know yet, and we have a little bit of time that we have to wait until it's cooked. Just try to be patient. And it's ready. Let's give it to Annoying Lulu. So now she wants some straw bedding.
Yay!
And we just figured out how to do straw bedding. Can be slept on. And sleeping in this game is actually quite useful. So we'll make one, and I'm pretty if I remember well, she's asking for 3, but we'll start with the 1. Yeah, 3. But we don't have enough dry grass, so we'll go get more. Because we saw earlier that there were more dry grass in that area, and our friend Malroth is going to help us gather some. And more material is always better than not enough, because you'll see in this game building is very important. Of course, it's all Dragon Quest builders, so you need a lot of materials. Some of these for food. We're gonna need them later. More is always better than not enough, so more wood, more kelp. Seeing as at this moment we are pretty much naked and poor, we don't have anything else in our bag. No food, no nothing, no weapon on this washed up island. So let's make 2 more beds. Put like a little bit of spacing, because I don't want to have Malroth spooning me. And we're done with the missions she gave us. The characters are going to do this when they're happy. Just like putting their little fist up like this. It means they're happy. Now Malroth is asking for something. I thought Lulu might calm down a bit once she got what she wanted, but she's just as big as a pain in the neck as she was before. You see, even Malroth is already bored with her. Still, I'm impressed. Despite all her nagging, you made everything we need to stay alive. So Malroth is a little bit jealous of what we do. And I mean by that we can build stuff and he's never tried his hand on building something. And so far he cannot build. So what he's gonna do is actually focus on his strong suit, which would be fighting. So the more he wants to build, the less it's working. Oaken Club can only be used by Malroth. Let's make one for our new friend Malroth. 1 would be enough, 12 is too much. Give to Malroth. Deming gives an oaken stick to Malroth. See, you're a natural, mate. I like it. No, I love it. Squishing slimes will be much more satisfying now. To think you made it only using the junk we found on the beach. You're amazing. I know, I know. So Malroth is feeling some kind of evil aura, and he wants to go and check it out. So we will. If there's one thing Malroth likes to do is fighting. And he's good at it, so it's a good thing. He's very useful in the game, as you will see later in the game. If you stay with me, of course, if you subscribe to my channel, we will get more in depth in that game and many more games in the future. Of course, you could always try that game for yourself. You know, it costs nothing trying out the demo. It's only gonna cost, you know, time, and if you're enjoying the game, it's not costing anything. It's actually giving you joy. So you try out the game, and if you don't like the game but you enjoy watching me play the game, well then, you know, stay with me. Otherwise, if you're playing the game and you're not sure where to go, you can still follow me within that game, and it follows like a little bit of like a guide. You can play the game like that. And since I've played the game so many times, I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna get lost. So right now it's time to hit the hay, go to bed, because our characters need to sleep. They need to sleep and eat, and the NPCs also, with time, will need to use the bathroom after they eat, because in French they say le nœud pousse le vieux. It means the new is pushing the old. Actually, it would be like the new stuff is pushing the old stuff, but I'm not gonna get into details on the meaning of that. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out what that means, especially if the characters need to go to the bathroom just after they ate. So this character here is just building, for the fun of it, a big staircase. And I wish I was able to build as fast as he is, but I don't have that faculty. So the music you're hearing, they're all actual Dragon Quest music from different chapters of the games. I haven't played them all, but I strongly remember that that song from playing the 11th game, which also has a demo on Steam, and I'm thinking it also has one on the Nintendo Switch, but I'm not sure about that one. But you should definitely try on the Steam. It's that one is working on a Steam Deck for those that are interested. It is Steam verified. But yeah, I strongly remember that song playing in Dragon Quest XI S. What a magnificent game that was. For those that enjoy I'll leave a mark here to remember for later. So anyway, you guys should try Dragon Quest XI S. That's a very good JRPG for those who are really into Final Fantasy. And all of these JRPGs of the 1990s, I'd say Dragon Quest XI-S is a love letter to those JRPGs of the 90s and all of those players that enjoyed these games. It's I would there's a YouTuber that said that this game is a 90s game, and it really is, but all of in all of the good ways. It has 3D gameplay and all. There's also like a 2D game that you can play if you want to. But really, I don't know anyone that played the game in 2D mode. Everybody played it on the 3D mode. Uh, but those that are really much into JRPGs will understand what I'm saying, that it's a 90s JRPG. And by that I mean like the story, the gameplay. And there's also another guy that said that Dragon Quest, the people in Japan actually play Dragon Quest like before they go to bed, because it's like a story. It's like reading a story before they go to bed, and for them, Dragon Quest is much more popular and important in the culture than it is here. Dragon Quest is more important than Final Fantasy for them. So I would highly recommend you guys try the demo for Dragon Quest XI-S on Steam. Alright, so here we have our first blueprint. That's an easy one to do. And he's providing the materials in these two chests here. Masonry wall. And braziers. First, we're gonna use the masonry wall and just follow these marks on the floor, these block marks. This one slipped through my fingers. If anybody's asking how I place them so easily, I'm pressing left button and left trigger at the same time, and then you press on the Xbox would be Y, and on the Nintendo layout that would be X. So you press Y like this, and you hold it and you move your joystick around like this. Alright, so we're done with the masonry walls, and we have to put it's just because I remember by heart, but if I did not, I could just use the back button like this, and when you go to total like that, they will show you what is missing. Masonry wall, we have 36 out of 36 placed, and there's 4 brazier, only 1 in place, and they highlight it on the blueprint. You can see them just here, here, and here. They would be on the center. So, one here, another one, and the last one. I'm skipping the dialogue because, like I said it before, I played this game like countless times. So we're lucky because our new friend, the hairy hermit, just gave us a hammer. Bash blocks to bits with big hard hits. That one's a tongue twister. Bash blocks to bits with big hard hits. Alright. Lulu is nagging again. A silly old hammer. I thought you were going to give me back my breakfast. That's a giant mallet, an indispensable item in the toolkit kit of any self-respecting builder. And he's right by that. By having this hammer, we can bash more items than we previously could with only using our cypress stick. So right now he's showing 3 different areas from this land that we landed on, that we washed ashore on, more precisely. 3 areas that we will actually discover with time, and I'm not going to talk about it too much at this moment because I don't want to I just don't want to say too much. So our new friend, the hairy hermit, is asking us to go find some friends to bring them back on our island and build more. We're going to eat a little bit because as you can see, doesn't like when you move it around when I'm using the mouse, but just next to the HP you will see like a bread with percentage. That would be your hunger, so the more you eat, the more it fills, and if it reaches 0, you will start to lose HP. And we will follow on the right upper right part of our screen. There is a map, and we will follow it to see here there's a red dot. And we can now squash these blocks to bits and put them back into our bag. This notice board is for those who either like to play online or to go see other people's island. Right now I'm offline. So I'm not going to go into the notice board, and I'm purposely offline. Right now the hairy hermit pointed us the way to a boat. For whatever reason, this boat was there, and there's a guy waiting next to it, waiting for who I don't know, but right now he's waiting for us, because apparently there is an island that we need to go discover and bring back some people. You know, stories don't always make sense, but you know, go along with it. This guy is Brownbeard. Captain Brownbeard, to be exact. Never forget his title. So when the game first came out, the demo would end at this very moment. Right now it goes, you can go up to the first chapter. You finish the whole the first chapter, and that would be like a very big demo. You guys are, I would say, very lucky to have such a big demo, so you can really try it out. Um, but since the first demo finished there, this is also where I'm going to finish my video. The next video I will cover the whole first chapter, and I will try to upload it as like all of these chapters, if God wills it. So this is where I'm ending my video. So you guys subscribe, like that video. You can also smash that bell button if you want to see when I'm gonna be uploading my next videos. Don't hesitate to comment. Let me know what you liked, disliked about this video. If you want to have more like this, you just let me know. So you guys, this was Gabe, the French Canadian gamer, and I will see you all later.